Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if it's not your first time here, thanks for coming back. Okay, so today I want to talk about some of the new makeup releases that have been released recently and my thoughts on them, and I want to know your thoughts on them, and I'm going to talk about them while I'm putting my makeup on. I hope that's okay. I hope you don't mind. So yeah, let's just chat about some of the new things that have been released, and I'm going to tell you if I'm interested in buying them or not, and then I want you to tell me if you're interested as well. All the information about all of the products that I talk about today, I will link in the description box below if I can. I'll put any information in the description box as well, and all the Instagram accounts that I'm pulling from. Okay, I am going to be using the Kyla Beauty Impressionism palette. I did wear this for the first time yesterday, and it was so beautiful. I played with the orange tones. So I think I'm gonna play with like more of the neutrals, maybe some blues or greens. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. By the way, I have to use my boyfriend's phone to look at Trend Mood's Instagram because for some reason on my phone, her Instagram is not working. Is anybody else experiencing that, or is it just me? Did she like block me or something? Okay, so let's first talk about this ColourPop collection, the Gettin Fresh collection. I'm not a fan of the mega palettes in general anyway, to be honest with you. I feel like they're just too big, and I feel like there's a lot of the times the shades repeat a lot. So most of the time when a mega palette is released, I don't even look twice at it. I just go, oh yeah, okay, that's great, let's move on. That's kind of how I feel about this. It's got pops of green, which I really like bright greens like that, but I already have so many of those in my collection. And if you were to cover up the greens, it's really more of just like a neutral palette, which I love neutral palettes. Don't get me wrong, I love neutral palettes. But it's just not something that I'm really interested in picking up at all. It's fine, it's just a really big palette, and it's just not something that I really look for or need in my collection right now. And then the So Glassy lip glosses and the bronzers in this collection. Those two things I am actually interested in, and honestly, I was on ColourPop's website about to order some stuff. I want the So Glassy lip glosses, but I don't want the ones in this collection. I want the ones that have sparkle in them because I did like a big lip declutter and I decluttered a lot of my sparkly lip glosses, and I really like lip glosses that have sparkles in them. So I wanted one that was more of an affordable choice because I have the Fenty Gloss Bomb, which is like my favorite lip product of all time, let's be real. And so I wanted to try the ColourPop ones. Have you tried them? You gotta let me know your thoughts on them. So I wasn't gonna buy these ones from the collection, but I was looking at previous ones, and then I was definitely very interested in the bronzers. But I watched Morgan Turner's video that she did using all the bronzers and swatching them. I will link that video down below. And she was saying that it was just kind of hard for me to pick out what shade would work for me. She was saying the lightest one is more of a cool tone, which is not what I want. She said the second one was more warm tone, which is not what I want. I want a neutral bronzer. The third one, she was like, oh, well, it looks nice, but I don't know. I just wasn't sure what color I would want. And then something that this might just be me as a pet peeve, but I don't like when complexion products don't call it like fair, light, light medium, medium, medium dark, dark. Like I think they have names of beaches in California. And so I forget which one it is that I want because I can't remember which beach. You know what I'm saying? Like if they had just called it light neutral or light medium or light, I would go, oh yeah, I want light. I want light medium. Versus calling them like beach names, it was really hard for me to remember, okay, which one did she say that she liked that was more neutral? I don't know. So I just kind of got frustrated and I didn't check out, and then they ended up selling out anyway. Probably a blessing in disguise. I don't really need any more bronzers, but I do love trying out bronzers. Anyway, this collection is already available, so I will link it down below. Speaking of bronzers, it looks like Cosmetics has come out with the Corselet Sculpting Powder Bronzers. So it looks like there are 4 shades, and they actually look like they run quite deep, which is nice actually, but I'm not really interested in these. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of ordering from Cosmetics just because you can't get it anywhere but their website, and you know, unless I'm gonna place like a big order where I'm gonna get free shipping or that it's worth it, I don't really want it enough to order just the bronzer. But they look like nice matte bronzers. Like I said, they go really deep, which is really nice. So they are retailing for $36 each. It looks like it is available now, so I will link it down below. Okay, more bronzers, it seems. So this is the cream bronzers and highlighters from Rose Inc. So Rose Inc. is sold at Ulta, not Ulta, Sephora. And I have been interested in trying their cream blushes because I've heard really good things about their cream blushes. The packaging on these, someone once said that the packaging looks like a toilet seat, and now I can't unsee it. It does. It looks like a highlighter in a toilet bowl. So love that. They look nice. I don't think I'm really interested. I don't know. They're not calling to me, but I am still definitely interested in the cream blushes from the brand. Have you tried them? Please let me know your thoughts on them. The cream bronzers retail for $36. The highlighters retail for $30. And they are available at Sephora now, so I will link them down below. Okay, another kind of cute collection, but I'm not interested in, is the Hipdot and Girl Scouts collection. Okay, I love Girl Scout cookies. Who doesn't love Girl Scout cookies? I remember when I was in college, they came out with Girl Scout cookies ice cream. Does anybody remember that? It had like the chunks of the Girl Scout cookies in the ice cream. Can you think of anything more delectable and delightful? No, you can't. Neither can I. So I like the IP. I like the idea. I guess the products are lightly scented too, which is kind of cute, but you know, it's not something that I really need or want. There are 2 6-pan palettes and a lipstick scent, all lightly scented, a couple of eyeshadow brushes. It is available now. It's cute. I mean, Hipdot is a collab brand. That's pretty much all they do now. There's no telling who they're gonna collab with next. They could collab with Clorox. They could collab with Poland Springs water. I mean, there's no telling what they could do next. But I think this is a cute idea. I won't be picking it up, but I'll link it down below. All right, and then e.l.f. is coming out with their Vitamin C Putty Primer. So they're calling it the C Bright Putty Primer with 2% vitamin C. So I don't know a lot about vitamin C. To be honest with you, I don't know a ton. But from what I understand, you're supposed to put a sunscreen on top of the vitamin C for it to be effective. So I don't really understand why you would do a primer. I mean, typically what I do in my skincare routine is I put my moisturizer, my sunscreen, and then if I'm using a primer, I put the primer on top of the sunscreen. So I don't think it would really make sense for my routine to do this. Plus, I don't really like primers in general. Like when I do use a primer, I use a gripping primer. I've tried the Luminous Putty Primer, and I didn't like it. I haven't tried any of the other putty primers. So I don't know, you just kind of have to tread lightly sometimes, in my opinion, with these brands that are trying to do like vitamin C, throwing vitamin C in things. It's like, is it really going to be effective? Do you have to put on a large amount for it to be effective? Do you have to top it with a sunscreen to be effective? Because if not, what's the point of it having vitamin C in it? I think it's just a sales tactic. I don't know. That's kind of how I feel about it. So if you're interested in picking it up though, by all means, go for it. I'm obviously not a dermatologist or an esthetician. I don't know crap about this stuff, but I don't know. I'm not interested in it. Even if it was just a regular putty primer, I wouldn't be interested in it, to be honest. So, well, according to Trend Mood, it says it's coming soon, but I think I did see e.l.f. say that it's out now, so I will link it down below. By the way, I'm not really gonna talk much about what's going on with what I'm putting on my face. I will leave a list of everything that I am using down below in the description box if you're interested. Okay, and then next, it looks like Fenty Beauty is coming out with a lip stain. So this is the Poutsicle Hydrating Lip Stain. Comes in 4 shades. I'm not sure how I feel about lip stains. You guys will have to let me know your thoughts. I can't say that I've ever used a lip stain before. It's not something so necessarily that I feel like I may be interested in. I really like a bullet lipstick or a gloss with a lip liner. That seems to be fine for me. I don't mind reapplying my lipstick. It doesn't bother me to do that. So I don't know that this product is for me. It does look pretty though. The colors look bright for summer. It looks like there's like a pink shade, a peach shade, kind of an apricot shade, and then a berry shade. So they look really pretty. All it says is coming soon. It doesn't say any information yet about pricing, but it's possible that they did release it by now. Any information I will link down in the description box below. Okay, here was another thing that I was interested in. until I got more information. So Trixie Cosmetics is coming out with, you guessed it, a bronzer collection, and also some brushes and some tinted lip balms. So when I found out that they were releasing bronzers, I was very intrigued, and I actually watched Trixie's video talking about the bronzers, and then once I kind of realized what type of bronzer it was, I was no longer interested. So it's a split pan bronzer with 3 different products in it. There's a highlighter, there's a lighter bronze, and then there's a darker bronze. They are coming out in 4 different shades. So I think it's nice that she was saying that because they're an indie brand and I obviously can't make a giant range of bronzers, they're trying to stick 2 different colors in one compact. That makes sense, right? That makes sense so that it can fluctuate depending on your skin tone changing with the seasons, or, you know, whatever your skin tone is, you can kind of flux between. I just don't like the fact that there's a highlighter in there. I don't love a shimmery bronzer. I really like a matte bronzer. I don't mind like a sheeny bronzer, but I don't want something that has a highlighter in the same pan. You know, maybe even if there was like a barrier between them to protect it somehow, but it's not, it's all in one. It's just not the type of product I personally want. I know a lot of people like a shimmery bronzer, not for me personally. I think that if that highlighter part wasn't there, I would definitely have I think I definitely would have picked up that bronzer, but I just don't like the fact that there's a highlighter in the pan with the bronzer. And then the brushes don't really interest me. If I remember correctly from the video, they are more like travel size brushes, which is not my preference. And then there are some tinted lip balms. There are 5 different tinted lip balms. Just not something I'm super interested in. I'm going to link Trixie's video down below where she actually went through and explained each product in detail so that you get more information than what I'm telling you. It looks like they are available already on their website, so I will also link the website down below. Okay, so this product, okay, I don't know. So this is the Makeup by Mario Skin Transformers. Morgan Turner also did a video on these products. I would definitely suggest checking it out because I can't describe what these products are. I don't understand. Even after watching that video, I'm like, what? I don't get it. What are they? I'm using the Milani Screen Queen foundation. So it looks like it says there's 2 things: Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer, a complexion balm that warms, tints, and even skin tone with a dewy finish, comes in 6 shades. That sounds exactly like that Danessa Myricks one. And then the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Perfector, a blend of perfecting powders that blur, illuminate, and set skin with a radiant, glowing finish. Comes in 5 shades. So that obviously seems like a glowy powder or whatever, setting powder. When Morgan Turner used the balm on her skin, she used like her skin tone shade all over her face, and it looked very, very glowy. Then she used a deeper shade more to like bronze her face, and it looked really pretty as a bronzer. It kind of warmed up her skin, but it was a very, very light coverage, very sheer type of product. So it looked really pretty on her. Again, I'm super oily. I can't be putting more shiny things on my face. It just makes me look really greasy. If I want some like highlighting, I want to be able to pinpoint it, not put it all over my face, if that makes sense. So it's not a product for me personally, but again, I will link Morgan's video down below where she tried it out so you can actually see it in action, because it is quite hard to like understand the concept of what this product is because it is so different than anything else on the market. You know, just like the Danessa Myricks thing. The only thing is with the Danessa Myricks one, there was that upsolate ingredient that was supposed to be like super oil absorbing and like shine control, where this is like the opposite. I think this is trying to add shine, trying to add luminosity to the skin. So this might be nice if you have dry skin and you just want to put something on to like give yourself some glow with like very, very light coverage. So it is available now on their website and at Sephora. So I will link that down below. At least they're trying to do something different. I applaud them for that. Okay, and Makeup Revolution is coming out with a collection with Love Island. I don't know what Love Island is. For some reason, my mind goes to Love Boat. I don't know what Love Island is. I'm assuming it's a reality show. I'm all about collaborations. I'm all about more makeup in the makeup world, just because it gives us more options to choose from. And it really kind of forces the brands to make really good makeup, because brands really can't release crap makeup anymore. We have choices now. We don't have to settle for some crappy makeup, and because of the internet, if it's crappy, people are gonna find out real quick. So I'm all about collaborations. The thing I'm not about is, I feel like it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, again, I could be wrong because I don't watch the show. How is a reality show a good collaboration for a makeup line? I don't quite understand it, but again, it might be because I have never seen the show. So anyway, it's a pretty big collection because it is Makeup Revolution. There's an eyeshadow palette. Actually, there's a few eyeshadow palettes. There's a water bottle, there's a lip kit, there's a bronzer, a highlighter, body mists, body butters, all kinds of stuff. I mean, I also have never bought anything from Makeup Revolution. It's not a brand that I'm like super interested in or anything like that. If you have bought from Makeup Revolution and you have products that you really like that you think I should try, you should definitely let me know down in the comments. But I'm definitely not interested in this because I don't know anything about the show. The actual products don't really call to me, and Makeup Revolution doesn't call to me in general. It's gonna be a no from me, dog. Tarte is coming out with the new Amazonian Clay Blurring Powder Foundation. A weightless buildable coverage, skin-like soft focus finish helps reduce the look of fine lines and imperfections, up to 16 hours of wear that won't cake or fade. Sodium hyaluronic moisture complex helps moisturize and temporarily plump the appearance of skin and brush. $39. I'm bored by Tarte. I don't know, I just feel like they need something different. I feel like they need someone to come in and just revamp everything and give us some new products, new lines. You know, this Amazonian clay thing has been going on for a while, and I'm bored of it. None of their new stuff really excites me or like gets me pumped. What about you guys? Let me know your thoughts, but I'm definitely not interested in this. I mean, I don't like powder foundation, so I mean, I don't know that I'd be interested in this, whether it came from a different brand or not. It's whatever to me. It is available now though, I will link it down below. By the way, I'm using this NYX Wonder Stick Contour Stick. I've been using it for a while. I'm planning to put it in my next speed reviews, but a little preview is I really like it, actually. I've been using it a lot, pretty much every day. It's a really nice, more matte bronzer stick. I really like the tone. I have the shade Universal Light, and it's a really nice neutral tone. All right, and then the latest thing to launch from ColourPop, the new Sure Thing collection. I think this collection looks really cute. I don't think I'm gonna pick it up. Well, let me explain. So let me tell you what's in the collection first. So we have 2 Super Shock Cheeks highlighters for $10 each, 4 Fresh Kiss glossy lip stains for $8 each, our 4 quads, which if you've been here before, you know I love the quads from ColourPop, and then 2 Jelly Much shadows. So like I just said, I absolutely love the eyeshadow quads from ColourPop, but looking at those, like the ones that really intrigue me the most are the more like pinky, peachy, and neutral ones. The blue one doesn't really intrigue me. And I have several of these quads already, and I feel like I already have those colors in the quads. Like they're re-releasing them with different names, which obviously for ColourPop, because they have so many products, they probably have to do that. Otherwise, you know, they run out of colors. They have to repeat colors. So I feel like I already have those shades in the quads themselves, never mind in other palettes. So I'm not gonna pick up the quads, although they look beautiful. And if you've never tried them, they're so good, especially the ones with mattes and shimmers. I have tried the ones with all mattes, and I don't think they're as good quality as the ones with mattes and shimmers, so I love those. I am definitely interested, especially because this is an Ulta collection, I'm definitely interested in the Super Shock Cheek highlighter. I'm not a huge highlighter person, but I do have a Super Shock Cheek highlighter from ColourPop, and I absolutely love it. I think it's so beautiful. It is more of that buildable type of highlighter because it is a cream to powder. You can really like customize how much glow you want. They sink right into the skin. They're super easy to use. They're really, really nice highlighters. So I'm thinking of getting that lighter one, which is called Flip Flop. Definitely considering it for sure. And especially because it's at Ulta. I prefer to order from Ulta and not ColourPop because ColourPop takes like 800 years for your products to get to your door, and I don't have time for that. Everything is available now at Ulta. I will link it down below. Another collection that just launched at Ulta is an Ulta brand collaboration with Marvel Studios' Thor Love and Thunder. I absolutely know nothing about Marvel and Thor at all. I don't think I've ever seen a Marvel movie in my life. So that aspect of it does not call to me, but if you are interested, it is kind of a big collection. So there are a face palette, Peach Shimmer, which looks like a highlight palette, God of Thunder Eye Trio, which is, I think, maybe eyeliners, 4-piece sponge set for $20, 4 lip glosses for $12, Be Worthy Break Apart eyeshadow palette for $25, and the Valkyrie eye palette for $20. I'm not really one to speak on this because I don't know anything about Thor, but I don't know how well this represents the movie or if it has anything to do with the movie or what the situation is, but I'm not really interested, won't be picking it up. Okay, this is something that I saw recently, but this is a new palette from Copacetic Cosmetics. They are an indie brand. I've never tried them before, but I thought this palette looked really pretty, so I wanted to mention it. So this is the Haze eyeshadow palette. It contains 9 shades featuring 1 ultra rich multi-chrome, 5 multi-chrome / shifting flake, 1 duochrome, and 2 velvet mattes. It looks like a super deep blue purpley type of color scheme, which looks so gorgeous. I've never personally tried the brand before, but this palette looks super, super nice and super pretty. Have you tried Copacetic Cosmetics before? Let me know your thoughts if you have. I don't think this is a release for me personally, just because I can appreciate the color scheme and it's really pretty, but it's not something that I really want or need right now. But I think in the future, if they did release something that was really up my alley, I probably would pick it up. So I'm interested again to know your thoughts if you've tried the brand. It retails for $50 and it is available now, so I will link it down below. Okay, so I think that's all I wanted to talk about today. I just went on, finished my makeup because I was taking way too long. So I just popped on some blue from the palette, Almond and Coast, both of the blues on my lower lash line. It got real colorful real quick. I don't know what came over me, but. And then I just popped on a lip. I put on Alamar Cosmetics Birthday Suit Lip Liner and Wet n Wild Mega Last High Shine Brilliance in Clothes Off. Thank you, Renee, for the recommendation. Just a very sheer moisturizing lipstick. It's really pretty. And I popped on some lashes. So that's all I have to say. This kind of turned into an anti-haul because I literally don't want to buy anything that came out this week, except for that highlighter from ColourPop, which I wish that they sold it in store at Ulta, but they don't sell it, at least in the Ulta that is near me. I looked, they don't sell it in store, at least not yet. So I might pick it up, I'm not sure. So yeah, what about you? Let me know your thoughts about any of the products and any of the releases I talked about today. I would love to know your thoughts. Also, let me know if you liked this version with me putting my makeup on while I'm talking about it, or if you didn't like it and you prefer me just to talk, or do you not care? That's cool too. Just let me know your thoughts. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot when you do that. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe before you leave. I do upload videos weekly, both beauty and fashion videos, and I'd love to see you back on my channel again. I want to thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you next time. Bye.